Hi, it's Damian Piotto from Belle Property, your local real estate agent living in Brisbane. Guys, today I wanted to talk to you about 5 key points for settlement. You've found your ideal property, you've put a contract in place, but there are some crucial steps for the sale to be official. The property settlement and transferring the ownership from the seller to you, the buyer, will depend on many things. One of the things that's super important is that whether you're buying or selling a major asset, it also pays to understand the process yourself. Arm yourself with in-depth understanding and the crucial stage, which is obviously a settlement process. The settlement date is set. So what that means is that the settlement process starts the day the contract is signed and concludes on settlement day when ownership officially changes hands. The date is set out in the contract between 4 to 6 weeks, generally speaking, and depending on what the buyer and seller agree to. On settlement day, the buyer will pay the remaining cost to settle the purchase, and it makes sense that there's a preparation that needs to transfer those funds. So first things, guys, preparing for settlement. In the lead up to the settlement, buyers must have their finances in place, so getting your pre-approvals and have all your documents signed. Depending on which state the property is, so in Brisbane, the risk of damage to the property passes on to the seller, to the buyer at different times, okay? So the buyer is responsible for any damage before settlement up until the day. So what that means is that from the day you sign a contract of sale, you should be getting insurance and planning accordingly for your home. The second thing that's really important that sometimes get missed is that a buyer can conduct a final pre-settlement inspection. So in the week or days before the settlement, or even the same day, we probably don't recommend that, at least the day before. We want to make sure the property is being reasonably clean, hasn't been damaged, or what has happened in the past we've heard of is that appliances, fixtures and fittings have been changed or not in working order. We obviously want to make sure that rubbish has been removed and that the property is in the same condition that it was when it was first inspected, if not a better condition. The next thing about getting your property settled is that your solicitor will take you through the final adjustments. So these things will include any grants, concessions, bills from water, council, strata, etc. will be obviously reimbursed when it comes to people that are selling, and the buyers will take over a portion of those costs as well. And then it comes down to the all-important settle day. This is settlement day. This is super exciting. Like, it's not just when buyers and sellers transact the home, it's when you've got your solicitor and conveyor and your agent giving you the final okay that the payment's been made, the money's been transferred, you've got the keys, all the planning that you've had to start moving and to enjoy your home is all in place. Things that will be transferred through on the day is that any stamp duties will be paid by the buyer. The lender will draw down the final settlement amount, and obviously you'll have a brand new mortgage to pay off, which will be fantastic for you to enjoy. And then when it comes to making sure that not just that collective sigh of relief and you're a proud new owner and then you're happy to enjoy it, is that you get to start meeting new neighbours, making new friends. And that's probably one of the most crucial things when it comes to settling the property that we like to be involved in, is that we, with your permission, of course, would like to introduce you to the owners that we know in your street, the customs and practices that they have, whether it's getting involved on a Sunday and having a few drinks, whether it's Christmas time and people get involved in Christmas lights and they like to be an inclusive community, and just keeping an eye on each other's properties when they're going on holidays, making sure which day's bin day, helping out, and just overall creating that community environment. So we really want to be able to help people have a comfortable settlement process. It can be quite stressful and a lot of things are happening. So if you need any advice or any assistance when it comes to getting your property from signing a contract to settlement, please call Damian Piotto on 0455 986 093. I'm always happy to help.